You and a number of other CEOs of vaccine manufacturers have issued a letter saying basically you don't want to be politically pressured to have a certain date and so forth. And can you articulate why you felt the need for that letter?
Well, look, we think this is an incredibly important time for the pharmaceutical industry, let alone each of our companies. And it's absolutely critical during a time when, unfortunately, everything becomes politicized, that we rely on data, that we rely on science, that we rely on well-established regulatory guidelines to guide all of our decisions regarding the development and the actual utilization of these vaccines. And we thought that collectively, making a very explicit statement about our commitment, our pledge to following those established guidelines was very important to maintain the trust, to maintain the confidence of people around the world regarding the safety and efficacy and actual accessibility of these vaccines.
In a recent survey, I read that was done of Americans that only 19% are yet prepared today to take a vaccine if it's available. Is that a surprise to you that so many people are not yet ready to take it? Is that because of the perceived politicization of it?
Well, David, unfortunately, no, it's not a surprise, and it's actually fairly consistent, in fact, with what you see with the annual flu vaccine that can range from anywhere from about 20% and perhaps in some of the best states as high as 40 or 50%. And look, I understand some of the skepticism and cynicism. There's a lot of misinformation, and there's a lot of concern about that people genuinely have, based upon some of the readings that you can find out there. But I think that demonstrates is just how important it is for us to, number one, to work closely with healthcare authorities, whether it's the CDC, BARDA, the NIH, the FDA, agencies outside the United States, to follow those appropriate protocols. I think secondly, it's going to take a lot of education. And that's, by the way, not only the responsibility, I believe, of the pharmaceutical industry, but it's going to require the government. It's going to require perhaps even businesses, other stakeholders, to make sure that we are sharing the facts. Look, I'm cautiously optimistic that as we provide more data, more information, that as people see the potential impact, positive impact that this could have in terms of returning back to a more normal state in some way, that people will find the comfort and confidence to have a vaccine, because ultimately that it's going to be very important as we think about returning to a new kind of normal.